Good morning, everyone. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and the morning market preparation video for September 16th, 2017. So we went through this whole weekend without any major incident. The market stayed bullish and positive. We didn't have any major shockwave that moved us lower. And so the bulls absolutely maintain control of this market. Now, I know a lot of folks are thinking, gosh, we've moved up so far, we've got to start pulling back. And there's just really no sign here in the market that that's true. Right now, it just looks like the market might be taking a little bit of a rest. Even the futures this morning are bullish. They're only slightly bullish, showing kind of a flat to slightly bullish open this morning. But there's nothing here indicating that we are going to immediately begin to retrace or pull back in this market. Let's take a quick look here at the SPY. SPY is in the same situation. Now, this has a little bit more of an appearance of just a little bit of a consolidation, just resting. And honestly, a consolidation after such a strong move is actually a very bullish thing because it's healthy for the market to rest a little bit, allowing those averages, moving averages and things to catch up to provide a little bit more support. As you can see this morning, SPY is going to open just, well, at least at the moment, it's looking like it's going to just open a tiny bit higher this morning. On the other hand, the Qs held up really well on Friday, actually pushing up to a new record high close by the end of the day. And as you can see, it's looking like we're going to open at a brand new record high this morning when the market opens here on the Qs. So I'm assuming this is probably in anticipation of some of those big earnings reports coming out today, which, by the way, top of the list for earnings will be right after the bell today. Most notable will be Netflix reporting today. So you'll want to kind of keep an eye on that. As those techs start to roll out, we could really see some effect here in the NASDAQ. And so watch that closely. But right now, everybody seems to think that it's going to be fairly bullish here on those earnings season reports. So we'll find out here soon. This week, earnings really begin to ramp up. Today, we only have about, I think, 27 companies reporting today, but then it really begins to ramp up. We have over 50 on Tuesday, over 80 on Wednesday, 119 or more will be coming in on Thursday. And then as normal, we drop off a little bit on Friday. But then the following week, it really ramps up. We start seeing 300 and 400 type days in there. So be prepared for a little bit of extra volatility as we roll into that earnings season. When it comes to the economic calendar, there's not a whole lot on the economic calendar today. We've got a couple of reports. One of them is expected to pull back a little bit, and that's just both of the reports today are what you would consider to be important, but really not market moving. So nothing to really worry about there. And then there's a few bond auctions. So nothing to be concerned about there. We just have to be focused kind of here on the overall market and see what's going on. Now, the overall price action of the IWM, I think, has been very bullish. A strong run. Nice little consolidation. And that little consolidating period right here is actually setting up the opportunity for a move. So as long as it doesn't, fall below, start breaking support levels, we need to see this maintain in this little tiny range, maintain its strength, and, that could set up that pop that goes on up in IWM. And I can tell you that I will probably want to trade that one. IWM has a little bit of catching up yet to do this year, and this could really be a nice pattern to trade. So kind of keep an eye on IWM. Let's take a quick look at the VIX as we wrap this up for the day. Whoops. The VIX right back down here, staying down here in what I call the danger zone. And this is only the danger zone because of complacency. We can really easily get complacent in this area where no fear comes into the market at all. And it's where we can get these big volatility spikes on news events or things that can happen. So we'll want to keep an eye on this, but right now there's no reason to believe that the market is about ready to collapse or fall. In fact, it shows kind of the other way, that there's no fear here, and unless we start getting some really bad earnings reports or something happens in the Senate, then the tax bill's not going to go through, or one, lots of different things that could occur. But right now there seems to be no fear in the market, and I think the market is showing so much bullish strength that I think there's probably a high probability we go on up higher before we see any new lower prints. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. One last thing, I want to take a quick look at an indicator. It's you're only going to find this on TC2000. It's called T2122, and T2122 is really nothing fancy here. It's the 4-week new high low ratio. So how many stocks are making 4-week new highs? How many are making new lows? And you can see when we get up here to this upper range, this tends to be the bearish reversal zone up here where we were just overbaked, and we could see the market start pushing lower. Well, you can also notice that we can stay up here for quite a period of time. We don't have to just come up here and reverse. So right now we've been up here in this high zone, and you can see we've just slowly, gradually pulled back. And I think that's actually bullish for the market, because pulling back here just slightly means that I think the bulls are still strongly in control and they want to push this higher. So we don't necessarily have to fall from here. So don't be thinking that market is up so much it has to fall, because that's just not the case. Stay with the trend of the market, and that's what I intend to do as we move forward. So when we look at the overall market here, you can see we're very, very strong. Everything seems to be staying bullish, and I want to continue to trade with that trend. So folks, I hope everyone has an awesome, awesome day. And I wish you all great profits. And folks, if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor and click on that subscribe button on YouTube and follow me button on Facebook. And, please feel free to drop a comment, click those thumbs up buttons. Those help me as well. Everyone take care, and I will talk to you all very soon.